Hi everyone, I'm Carrie, back with another message to contemplate for today. What is our message to contemplate for today? Got two cards. The Hermit and the Ace of Swords. Just like the name implies, the Hermit is more of a solitary person. This is a major arcana card, so getting some strong energy here. And from this image, this woman is like she's looking on her laptop, but it kind of feels like she's sneaking to look on the laptop. When I think of the Hermit being a solitary person, I kind of feel like that energy of going off on your own and learning on your own. Not even having a teacher, not necessarily having a path set before you, but just knowing like, okay, I want to learn these things. I want to understand these things better. But the thing about this card is the way she's looking, like she's being mysterious about it, like she's being sneaky about it. It might be that she's afraid of what she's going to find, or that she doesn't necessarily want others to know what she's seeking or looking into. It's Ace of Swords. Swords are all about the mind. And I feel like this is an opportunity to learn new, like something new, it's like a new opportunity for knowledge. Maybe something that you've never even looked into before, or thought about before, or learned before. And it's funny because it might just be, the message to contemplate might just be all about your mindset when it comes to learning new things. It can be scary to be a beginner, because when you're a beginner, then you're going to mess up and make mistakes. And depending on how it is that you handle mistakes, it can be, it can be horrifying, embarrassing. Or if you're able to handle mistakes better, then you just know that it's your way of learning so that you can continue to level up. Like every mistake you make, you learn some knowledge from that. And so you can move on, not make that mistake again, but make another one and get that knowledge and keep moving and keep going, keep making mistakes and keeping on making or gaining more knowledge. But it might be the message to contemplate is just that, how is it that are you comfortable being a beginner? Are you comfortable making mistakes? Do you know that being a beginner comes with making mistakes? Because if you don't know that, then it might not be very comfortable to be a beginner. And there may be, like you may, instead of seeking out a teacher or figuring out a pathway to learn something new, you might be doing it the hard way instead of the easier way. I mean, doing it the hard way is a way to do it. But also knowing that there are people out there who can help you. There's resources for you. Being a beginner is okay. But seeking knowledge, particularly things and subjects, and like, for example, if you're a really analytical person and you want to be creative, like that's a whole other realm of being. That's a whole nother way to think. And so, of course, there's going to be so much things to learn. Maybe you'll be a beginner. Maybe if you take classes, you're going to be in there with, teenagers when you're 40 years old. But that doesn't matter, because you are embarking on a new journey. So you can be like the teenagers are being. You have that freedom to do that because you're learning something new. But just learning and understanding that, like, what comes with being a beginner is going to be making mistakes. And that's okay. And you don't have to sneak and try to, hide it that you're being a beginner. Like, you can't go into the class like, oh, I know everything. I'm an executive vice president. Of course I know these things. And then this subject that you're new in has nothing to do with your executive vice president position. It's completely different. And so being okay to let your guard down, step outside of your ego and just be a beginner again. That's going to take you so far in life if you're able to do that, because you're going to be able to continue to learn new things over and over and over and over again, and be a beginner over and over and over again if you allow yourself to make mistakes. So that's the message to contemplate. How good are you at making mistakes? And how open are you to being a beginner and stepping outside of the ego or the like the sense of self that you have built for yourself, surrounding all the things that you do know. There's so many other things out there to know. I mean, I think that that's what makes us human, the ability to keep on learning new things over. Like, we can learn so many different new things. We don't have to stick to the same things. We don't have to stick to the same subjects. I don't have to say I'm a scientist. I can say I am a learner. I am learning. I am a beginner. I am continuously learning. So I can be a scientist, and then I can be an artist, and then I can be, a teacher. I can be an astronaut. I can be a dog groomer. But yes, there's so many different things that we can learn and be and do. And then just opening ourselves up to our own ability to be able to learn those things is the message to contemplate.